Looking for a place to talk with a load of Ninjago community members? Look no further, as my Ninjago Discord server is the perfect place. If you're interested in Ninjago competitions, events, and a lot more, trust me, you're going to love it there. Link will be at the very top of the description. We hope to see you all there. Alright, so as I do with every new set wave, today we are going to be ranking each and every brand new Seabound set from worst to best. Before we begin, do just keep in mind that everything I'm going to go ahead and say in this video will all be simply just my own personal opinion. You're more than welcome to drop your own list down below in the comment section. With this out of the way, let's get started with today's video. Coming in at the very bottom of the list is the Ninja Subspeeder. Quite frankly, I do strongly dislike this set with a burning passion if I'm being honest. Firstly, it's just way too skeletal, and it immediately just looks flimsy. The wheels also add to that and just make the set look straight up weird and kind of awkward. They would have definitely looked better if they weren't so thin, but they're okay, I'll give them that. They're definitely not as bad as the rest of the build. And then coming back to the main build, the colour scheme is just really bad in my opinion. The yellow would have worked really well if there was a lot less of it. If it was just used as a nice outline colour, then I could maybe enjoy it more, but as it is, yeah, no, the yellow doesn't work at all. The one slightly redeeming quality of the set would have to be the minifigures, but then you look at the price and it's $34.99. Yeah, pretty terrible set overall, definitely not one I recommend. Coming up next would have to be Lloyd's Hydromech, and straight away you can see that it's such a major improvement over the Subspeeder. For $17.99 especially, this is a steal. So yeah, I do understand the complaints that this set has gotten. For example, the random boat piece on the shoulder does look slightly out of place, but when you imagine that this mech was made using a load of spare parts, actually in universe by the way, I think it definitely becomes more understandable and you can accept it more. The green colour scheme isn't really something we've seen before in a Ninjago mech, and I do really like it for that. For minifigures you get a Murray Guard and Lloyd, so that's maybe a downside to this set as those are some pretty bland minifigures, but in general I think that if you're working with a tight budget, this is the set you should be picking up. So this next one took quite a bit of deciding, but I've come to the conclusion that the Temple of the Endless Sea should be up next. When you consider what you're actually paying for, and when you see the price of this set, I personally just don't think it's worth it in the slightest. You're paying £90 in the UK, at least, for a few generic looking temple builds, an underwhelming Wajira build, and a few pretty cool looking minifigures. I just don't think the price is justified there in the slightest, and so for that reason alone, it comes in here on the list. I could definitely see over it if this set was more in the 50 to 60 price range, but every time I look at this set, I just feel as though it's really overpriced and is very overrated by the community. Up next at the number 2 spot is going to be Nia's Water Dragon. Now this set is great. I've seen some people say it's kind of girly, which I can actually kind of understand, but I mean just look at this thing. You're paying for such a fantastic looking dragon build, arguably one of the best Ninjago dragons of all time, and then on top of that you're getting a pretty nice minifigure selection. I'd say that this set is easily one of the best of the wave, and I think it's definitely worth picking up. And then coming in at the final number 1 spot, I'm sure you all saw this one coming, the Hydro Bounty. I mean, come on, what is there not to like about this set? Sure, the price may be slightly too high, I would have preferred it if it was a £100 set, but to be honest, this is a rare exception where I can see through that, and so if you are working with a pretty big budget, I'd recommend just getting this set and not any others. You are getting the main villain, a villain foot soldier, all of the ninja, oh and some these things, and then you're getting a phenomenal bounty build. From any angle this thing looks great. It's such a unique look for a bounty too, it looks really slick and really cool overall. I'm in love with this set, cannot wait to pick it up on release day. So that was my list. What about you though? Be sure to drop your own opinions down below in the comment section. If you did end up enjoying today's video, then be sure to drop a like on it. For more videos exactly like this one, plus a whole lot more, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so that you never miss out on a future upload from me. With all of this finally being said though, I will see you all in my next one.